A Trust in Us, presented by Sun Bum, which Chaz desperately needs right now in Cabo.
Guess what? I brought our Sunbum, all of it down here. It is all gone. There's no sunburns around. Everybody is so glowingly healthy and perfect. Like I've been on, it has been hot here. It has been hot and sunny, and the place we're staying doesn't have air conditioning. So it means everybody's outside basically all day in the blazing hot sun. Nobody's sunburned. Everybody's just fine. 70. We've been burning through the Sunbum 70.
Incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been using it too. I actually got this last pack that they sent me has baby. It's called Baby Bum, actually, is what they call it. Yeah, Baby Bum Mineral 50 for the kids. So we're hosing him down in that every single day because obviously it's hot here. He's spending time in the pool. So anyways, we trust in the bum and our listeners trust in us. We go to sunbum.com. They've got merch now, rad t-shirts. Use promo code SurfSplendor15 for 15% off. Stock up there, or just get it from your local surf shop, of course. This call comes in from the Big Island of Hawaii.
How's it? This is Josh from the Big Island of Hawaii. I'm not sure what podcast this could fit into, this question of mine, but it's been bothering me for a while. On the east side of the Big Island, there's a really popular spot called Honolulu. I'm not blowing anybody's mind by saying it on here. It's a well-known spot, and it actually has a placard, an informational placard, that tells you the rules of surfing and what you can expect for that location as far as dangers and whatnot. And I don't know if it was county or private donation that got that put up, but I was just wondering what your input is on whether county should be forthcoming and put up these informational placards for different breaks that are highly visible, easily accessible, and that draw more of a beginner crowd. Because I feel like if I were beginning surfing now, I would much more appreciate all that info instead of the hard knock lessons of hitting rocks, hitting locals, injuring people, breaking the rules and getting yelled at, and then being ashamed and scared to go out again if you see that person, you know? So I feel like it'd be a good thing if the county could just put some info out there for the people who are about to, you know, put their lives at as well as others at risk. Thanks, boys.
You first. What are your thoughts on this?
Even better than the placard, because I totally to his point. I think what the problem is these days, I think people don't care, right? Our dear listener cared about breaking the rules, didn't want to be in the wrong, you know, felt shamed, all the things that you should feel. I think that people these days, the adult learner or the beginning surfer, what they feel more than anything is a sense of entitlement. Like the ocean doesn't belong to you. And sort of by saying that, they're saying it belongs to me. And I've seen people like just this trip. I saw some guy, some adult learner guy sitting way on the shoulder. Some guy was really deep, had already basically caught the wave. This guy on the shoulder was yelling at him. He said, "Hey, yeah, you can go on this one. You can go on this one." Like he was giving the guy in the right position the right to the wave that he clearly somehow thought, you know. And so I don't know in his mind if he thought the rules of surfing are you caught the last wave, so I get to catch this wave. Who knows, right? It's all a mash. I think putting a placard there is, yes, that's one step. I think they will look at it and say those rules don't apply to me. I'm a unique individual. So what they need, have you ever been to, when was the last time you were at, is it Honolulu Bay? No. What is it on Oahu, Hanamuna Bay, where you go like snorkel?
Yeah, Hanama Bay.
Yeah. Okay, so there.
That's not even right, but it's something like that.
Something like that. But you are forced to sit through an educational video before you go down into the bay, right? They tell you don't step on the coral. They explain the fish. Blah, blah, blah. You can't go down there unless you sit through a informational video.
Yeah.
They should do that at major breaks. Like the major popular ones. This doesn't have to be, you know, every break, of course, but the majors. You should have to go into a tent and watch a video, except the person on the video giving you the information of how to do it should be Eddie Rothman. And it should just be, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. If you do this, you know, let's find out what happens to you. Let's find out, okay? and then set them off. There you go.
See, I'm taking the exact opposite stance from both you and the caller. I think anytime we allow the county to intervene and to provide the rules and regulations, it's a step in the wrong direction. And so I know he said when I was learning, I would have appreciated having this information instead of getting in the way of a local or finding out where the rocks were on my own. I think that was actually good. In the way that the long board shorts made Taj Burrow the best surfer that he could possibly be by restricting his access, I think that all of those rules in nature are far better regulators than the county is, because the county doesn't freaking get it at all anyways. The placard that they're going to provide is going to be the kookiest thing. And what's worse is that it does what he said. It encourages novices to feel that they have impunity. You know, like they would walk up to that spot, see the crowd, see the rocks, and maybe walk away. But once they get the placard, that's a green light for them.
I hear you, except I just think that they don't care. I think people don't care anymore. People think, I'm getting mine. I don't care about whatever your thing is. Like the amount of, yesterday, again, saw some guy mowing down the line, some guy blatantly drop in, like really dumbly drop in, and then continue. The guy yelled at him, right? The guy kept going. Guy yelled at him again. Guy kept going. Then the guy who dropped in did some, I don't know, went low or something. The guy who was rightfully his wave did a top turn and smashed right into him, right? And then they got in a big yelling match. And for sure I know that whoever the front guy was saying, it was my wave somehow, right? The amount of care, the amount of like, I want to do the right thing. This is me operating in this lineup means that, there's rules, there's a hierarchy, all that. People think the hierarchy is, that's the patriarchy, man. I'm here to crush that thing. I'm going to get mine. I'm here to do me.
Well, the faster way to the righting of the ship is to run into rocks and get told to beat it by a local. It's not a faster way to get there by giving them a tutorial video after they see the placard.
I just want Eddie Rothman to be hired by the state of Hawaii to give tutorial videos and then have those be sent around to different municipalities. I want one of those at Cardiff Reef.
I think it's a funny idea, and that video would end up on the Inertia trying to educate the masses in the quickest fashion possible.
Stinking the Inertia.
Well, we will divide on this topic. I'm going with absolutely take away all that county support and county kind of guidance. I don't think they're ever going to get it right in the first place. That billboard, that placard was designed by, people in suits at a city hall meeting in a boardroom, basically, which is never going to be right.
I say the only thing this surf world needs is more Eddie Rothman.
I don't disagree with that. All right. Well, thank you, Sunbum, sunbum.com. Thanks for keeping Chaz and his family covered and slathered. By the way, also advice from Sunbum on their website. Go ahead and allow yourself 10 minutes of direct access to sunlight without any protection, because that's good for you too. Just minimal amounts.
Great.